But one I was like best and worst road agents. Because I know ECW didn't have any. WCW had Mike Graham and Greg Garnier and maybe
what do you call
it?
Arn Anderson.
Yeah.
When me, Dean, Eddie, and Chris went to WWE, very first thing we did was try to get them to hire Arn. And Vince goes, no, absolutely, I'll take him. And we went back to Arn, and Arn thanked us and said, but he wants to stay in WCW, you know. Arn was by far the best. So, and because of Benoit, us guys had heat with Sullivan. So Sullivan and Mike Graham, they we'd supposed to be going over, and they'd tell us we were doing the job. We'd get out there and do the job, come to the back, and Russo, whoever the booker was, would go, "Why did you guys do the job?" "What do you mean?" "Because we were told to do it." You know, and they're just fucked up. I got along really good with Eric, and Chris and I just won the straps, and Eric goes, "Perry, I'm not going to be there this Thursday at Thunder." He goes, "Make sure they take care of you. If they don't, call me." So they have him and I in singles matches doing the job. So I go, "Sully, that's not what Eric wants." He goes, "Well, Eric's not here." I go, "Yeah, but he talked to me and that's not what he wants." He goes, "Well, good luck fucking getting a hold of him." So I called Eric and I told what Eric was going on. He goes, "Put that fucker on the phone." And I just handed him the phone, you know. So he just took us off the show. It's a job, but it's shit like that, you know. So I contributed to it. I should have just accepted what he had wanted us to do because he was the boss. But I knew it was fucking with us because of Benoit, you know.
Yeah.
So it's hard to accept if you tell me I'm gonna go over, and then you're telling me I'm not, just out of spite. It's hard for me just to accept that.
Yeah.
And Mike Graham was just a fucking. It's not good to talk about the dead, but he was just. You know, American cartoon Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah, of course I do.
They have the chicken hawk that always wants to fight.
Yeah.
That's Mike Graham. Wants to fight everybody and can't beat anybody. So,
when you said I was thinking of Robert Fuller when you said Foghorn Leghorn as well, because he's the same, all arms and legs, isn't he?
But that Mike Graham, and they'd get him drunk and get him worked up, and you know it was all, and that's how we got out of WCW, because of his stupidity.
With do you know, because you mentioned that, because that was in what, January 2000, you know, U4, and then there's another story. Shane was maybe going to come with you, and then doesn't. I'll get to that in a minute.
Yep.
But a few months earlier, is it Eric Bischoff stands up in front of the whole locker room and says, "We're sick of everyone's complaining. If you want to leave, leave."
And Scotty left.
Then Raven left. How come nobody else did?
Because nobody else wanted to give up their steady money.
Yeah.
If Eric was there, I was all set, because Eric likes me, so I'm not going anywhere. Scotty, I'm sure, already talked to Paul Lee, you know, and he was very happy working in ECW. It's hard to give up money, you know, for a maybe or whatever, you know. So a
promise of an opportunity,
yeah,
that kind of thing.
Maybe everybody, whether they want to admit it or not, always hoped that, well, this will get better. You know, because WCW is a really two-class society, you know. There's the top guys who never worked anything but TV, and then the mid-card guys who we did everything, you know, all the house shows. And then if the house shows were down, the top guys would go, "See, they can't be top guys, they can't even draw," even though they're getting the top guy push, and that show's down because they're not making the fucking shows, you know. So it was a two-class thing, you know, that was aggravating as shit.
Well, the idea I always heard was you were pushed according to your salary, and there was no mobility. If you were on a salary, that's where you were. Is that fair to say?
I know that's how Nash and I talked about it, you know, and he fucking knows. He's been in some negotiations, you know, and I don't remember what Eric offered me something. I don't remember what it was. And I told Kevin, he goes, "No, get money. Get money and you'll get anything you want. Get money."